Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Chrono podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Schweiss.
I am Joe. I don't know where Chrono was this whole time, but I guess there was a time egg. So that's the connection, as far as I could tell.
Yeah. I mean, the time egg is the Chrono trigger. It's not Chrono, but yeah, that's about as close as we're gonna get. Sorry, it's Joe's turn to have a cat that takes a nasty shit right as we start a podcast, and then
they can sense it, man.
Kitty litter near my drink, which I don't like.
They know it's time. Something is important, so they need to get ready, and that means shitting.
I mean, I get it.
They can sense it.
If I have something to do and I kind of have to shit, gotta get it out.
So a couple things. One is we're still not sure if we want to just transcribe this episode and have it be a text-based alternative to the podcast, a little additional episode, but only in PDF form for the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, no, fuck that, dude. Let's transcribe this thing. We'll print it on a book. You have to buy the book in order to appreciate the what is probably going to be a pretty lackluster episode.
Yeah.
Or second to last episode of Ultimate Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast.
Yeah. I got even more ideas once we discuss the development of this game and what it's on and how they got it to where you could play it.
Okay.
But currently I'm just inundated with cat shit. It seems like it's gone.
Smells pretty rough. It smells pretty rough, and you're a lot closer to it than I am.
Yeah, is that why you moved? Or you snow?
No, I moved so you could charge your phone.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. I mean moved from the couch. I guess it makes more sense because now we can converse.
Yeah, I didn't like the us looking in the same direction thing.
Dude, we should have just recorded it like that, and your wife walks out, and it's just two guys speaking to each other but looking forward.
Looking at a blank TV.
Speaking into their mics. It's TV's off. They're just out there.
So it's been a minute since we did the Chrono Trigger review with Caleb Craig and Jacob. And I don't know his last names.
That's okay.
And that was a fun episode, actually. Got a lot of positive feedback on that. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
This time around, it's just me and Caleb. We were going to try to beat this thing on the same day and review it together. Things have gotten super busy. Life updates, I guess. Caleb, congratulations.
Yeah. I have 2 more big kids. We're done now.
You're done now.
Twins, yeah. I can't anymore.
You can, I'm sure.
I could, but I'm too... Dude, it gets harder and harder the older I get. I'm not even that much older than last time, but fuck, it's... And maybe it's because there's 2.
Harder to have kids?
No, harder to, fucking...
Or to
take
ejaculate.
Care of them. No. It's still easy to come.
It's easier and easier.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I have so many. Plus, I'm really regretting my condoms are for losers slogan that I had for so long. I'm like, I should have retooled that one a little bit.
I'm sure when your kids find this and they realize that you regretted having them,
they're gonna love
love this episode.
Yeah.
It's
not that. It's a lot, and I'm just tired, man.
It's a lot, and yet you're not working right now.
No, I'm not even at work. Dude, I'm so scared to go back. I haven't worked for... Dude, it's been 7 weeks since I've
Jesus.
worked a day. Yeah, over 7 weeks now.
Oh, man. That's taking me back to the COVID days. It was beautiful. But I didn't have kids, so...
Yeah.
It's not like I came home and had to, herd the cows.
Yeah, you had nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
I had kids during COVID, too. And they only had it for 2 days. They got over that shit fast, man.
So how many kids do you have?
Now I have 5 boys and 1 girl. The youngest one was a girl, so
Wow.
We're done.
You checked marked. Got a girl.
Yeah.
Are you gonna snip it up or what?
I probably should. I mean, it's not really a snip for her. It's more like no, I guess it is. It's like a snip char combo. It's just, the room just smells like burnt puss for like ever. I'm like, the hell's that smell? But yeah, I guess that's what they do. They like snip it and then they burn the fucker But it's not 100. It's not foolproof apparently. So I'm like, fuck, dude. I should probably do it too, like just in case.
They tell you should have two forms of birth control at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody ever does that. Like, no one ever does both condom and pull-out method. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a waste of time.
As an example of two that you could put together. Yeah, it would seem like a waste of time. But then you're like, well, there is that fail rate, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
How do you get that fail rate? What kind of experiments are they doing in order to find out that that's how often their condoms fail?
I don't know. I mean, I would be a good subject for those tests, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
like
you're
if it
clearly
failed,
fertile.
If it failed, they're pregnant, so. But.
All right, so congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
I am not doing anything that difficult. I am making a movie right now as part of Conspiracy 25, which is a group of us filmmakers with 10 commandments that we had to follow, kind of like Dogma 95 and Dogma 25. There's actually a new Dogma movement the same year that happened. And we can't spend more than $2,025 on the movie, and it all has to be made within 1 year. And I am really stressed out about that and have not really any good free time. So the idea of sitting down and playing this game was a scary one. And then I told you last week, I was looking at like my weeks, and I was like, if there's a 1 week that we could actually do the episode, this is it. This is it. So glad you came down here and I didn't have to go up there. That was nice. Gave me some extra time working on the movie today. Wow. Well, I guess what else is there to say before we get into this episode? Besides download the PDF attached to this. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's been crazy. And it's not even that long either. It's only been, like you said, it's like 3 months ago or something. We did Chrono. But, yeah.
Well, shall we get into it then?
Let's do it, man. So, a little development history. Radical Dreamers is a 1996 visual novel developed and published by Square for the Satellaview, which is a satellite modem add-on for the SNES. Apparently, this thing allowed users to download games, and so this is the weirdest thing ever. Okay, so I'm like reading up on it. It's like, oh, it's the Satellaview. I'm like, oh, okay, what's that? And then I click on it, and it's like, oh, it's a satellite modem add-on for the SNES. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I get what a satellite modem is, somewhere where you can download stuff to, but what the fuck does that have to do with the SNES? And then I look further, and it allowed users to download games and magazines through a broadcast from Saint Giga, which is the world's first digital satellite radio station. So the next thing I see is something called Saint Giga, and I'm like, dude, this rabbit hole is wild. Like, Saint Giga, I never heard of that saint. Or in St. George, I heard of Saint
Peter. I mean, they do have a lot of saints.
Saint Giga, though.
Saint Giga's the biggest one of all.
Yeah. I should have known, like, I never heard of it, though. But it's a satellite radio station in Japan. It was like a big deal, I guess.
How do you download from a radio station a video game? I lost that.
I don't know, but that's what they did. that's what they did for this game, and it was like a SNES add-on. I'm like, that's kind of fucking cool when you think about it. So that was the initial release of it. It was obviously later released worldwide, April 7th, 2022, for Windows, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
Just a couple years later.
Yeah, just a blink of an eye later. For Windows, Switch, PS4, and Xbox, as part of the Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition. So, due to the game initially being released via broadcast, it became basically impossible to get your hands on unless you had gotten a hold of it during the broadcast period.
Whoa.
So it's kind of like one of those wild things where it's like, if you don't have it, you don't have it. It's kind of like the My Life as a Dark Lord, My Life as a King on the
shit.
Wii.
Yeah, because that stuff's now just vaporware. It's gone.
It's just gone, yeah. It doesn't exist. So this is like the equivalent there, if you really cared. It was also exclusively in Japanese. There was no translation. Square initially wanted to include the game with the PS1 port of Chrono Trigger, but Kato, the director, was dissatisfied with the quality of the game, which kind of tracks from what I've heard about that version of Chrono Trigger anyway. And it's hilarious because there's a bunch of other times where Square is like, hey, we should re-release this. And he's like, no, it's not ready. Like, we can't put that out. And it was like multiple times in history when I was reading up on this, and he's like, no, it's not time. So he must have like died or something. And they're like, fuck you, we're releasing it. Or they like canned him. But many times it was floated that they were going to put this thing out, and then they decided not to.
I mean, I can't imagine, now having played 1/7 of the game, apparently, I can't imagine that this is a difficult port.
Yeah. I mean, we can't play the other 6 parts. So
I guess without having read anything that you read, is it he didn't like the game and didn't want to put it out again, or he wasn't satisfied with the quality of a port?
I think he wasn't satisfied with the quality of the game itself.
Oh.
I think that's what he was trying to say. He was like, no, don't do it.
No, this is embarrassing.
It's already impossible to get. Let's keep it that way. So he wrote it after the release of Chrono Trigger, stating that the game had unfinished business. And he describes the bleaker tone of Radical Dreamers as his personal feelings about the hectic work environment surrounding the development of Chrono Trigger, and him being basically a kid's character. He really fucking hated his job.
Wow.
Yeah, so the nihilistic attitude of the protagonist in the story, pretty much how he was feeling. So a very similar writer to you, I guess.
What?
You just kind of not. You don't. I guess you don't put your emotions into your writing, but it's like shit that's happened to you always makes it in there.
I think any writer who's ever written anything takes things from their life and
probably.
And if you know the writer, you can see where it comes from. But if you don't know the writer,
probably
it's not from anywhere.
Oh man, now that you've read The Stand, it's like, what did Jim Morrison do to Stephen King, dude? Like, because he cannot get off of Jim Morrison's dick in that book. He's like, yeah, these bad guys. I bet you Jim Morrison would have been one of them. Like, how many times are you gonna fucking say this book, dude? Like, what the fuck did Jim Morrison do to you?
I didn't.
Stole your girlfriend?
I mean, you're right. It was mentioned a couple times, but I didn't even think about it while I was. I would say reading, but listening to that book.
Yeah. I think it's because I did like 5 or 6 Stephen King books at my current job, an old position, and like I would notice that where it's like he would have some like weird tangent, and I'm like, that seems personal. I
will say that every time, like, Stephen King does love describing a cock.
Yeah. Maybe he saw.
He does love that, and of course, it had to be during a very uncomfortable rape scene in that book.
Oh, getting sodomized by a gun. Yeah, that's a weird one.
That's a pretty brutal fucking section of that book, but that
reminded
me of all the other times that I've read Stephen King's books.
Yeah, this guy dicks, bro.
Yeah, he's not describing anything else in the situation, just the cocks.
Yeah. But then
there's
that
something there.
that gave me my idea. One of my great ideas for a podcast is like Who Hurt You, Stephen King.
Yeah.
It's fucking figuring out what the book's actually about.
Dude, I actually read up a little bit. This is a terrible tangent. Wow. You take a left corridor down the Stephen King. There's a Stephen King looking doorway.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Really fucked up looking door.
It's in the shape of Stephen King. And do you go inside or do you turn back? Well, we went inside.
Yeah.
I actually read somewhere out there that Stephen King's mom said that Stephen King witnessed a death as a child and didn't remember it. Like he saw someone get ran over by a train or some shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that somehow he blocked it in his memory.
Maybe his
and
books
of course
are...
the narrative from there is like, well, that's why all his books are fucked up.
Yeah.
Because he saw someone getting fucking splattered by a train. I think that's what it was, but I did remember reading that, so there you go.
Damn.
That's one story of Who Hurt You, Stephen King.
Yeah. That's episode 1.
Also, all of his drug dealers that he must have had when he was in his cocaine days.
Yeah, for sure.
Which it's funny when you try to read up. I've tried to read. I tried to figure this out to see when he was addicted. Like when like I know when he said he went clean, but like what drugs was he on during which books is my question. Like when was he an alcoholic? When was he on cocaine?
Yeah.
Like how do the books change based upon the substances?
Be like, if I want to write a real good blank, I need to be on blank.
Right. I mean, it's just a recipe for success. That's what I'm looking for.
Obviously. I mean,
I also read he said he doesn't remember writing Cujo.
Wow. I haven't read it, so that's one of the few. Well, not few. That's one of like half that I haven't read.
And he said, I really enjoy that book. I really wish I had remembered the joy of writing it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like Dave Mustaine, you know, he's like pretty good when if he's fully clean, he's good. If he's really fucked up, he's really good. You know?
I mean, that's just...
it's just artists, I guess.
It's just artists.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, that's an incoming podcast. And it's funny because you can do it with the shows and movies, too. Because and they'll have different things that hurt Stephen King. Like 11/22/63, it's a different pain in the show than it is.
He really
in the
fucking
book.
hates Dallas.
Yeah, I'm
He hates that city.
There's Dallas, and then there's like a car that he brings up like 9 times, and I'm like, I bet you he got carjacked. That was like his car, man. He loved that fucking car, and the one time he goes to Dallas, he gets fucking ripped off. And they stole his car in Dallas. Dallas is dairy.
Dude, I mean, there's
Fucking
something
terrible.
He also hates Vegas, clearly, because that's where like
the stand ends. Yeah.
That's where the like devil or demon guy is.
Yeah.
That's where he's based in the stand.
So Jim Morrison did something to him
also,
in Vegas.
It's so weird reading that book and just this corridor right here is talked about constantly. He talks about the I-70 and turning into I-15.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I live right here, so
yeah, that's weird.
I'm very familiar with the I-70 and I-15 to Vegas.
Yeah. Something happened here with Jim Morrison on his way to Vegas or something like that.
There are scenes in the book where they're walking to Vegas in September, I think it was, and I'm like, dude, it is way hotter than you think it is, Stephen King.
I don't think they're making it.
And it's like, and they stop for water. I'm like, fucking where?
Yeah.
Like, if they walked away from the Virgin River, they're dead.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. It's a brutal patch. But
also did not end the way that I expected.
I don't like the ending. I think it sucks. Which is really brutal because it's like a really great book. Like really good. But the ending, I was like, dude, you fucked it up.
Oh, did we accidentally start our Stephen King podcast?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, shit. Okay, back to radical dreaming, I guess.
Yeah.
We turn around and then we go. Should we continue on the hallway towards the radical dream?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Kato intended to initially release Radical Dreamers as a survival adventure game, but abandoned this idea after the release of Resident Evil for some reason. Maybe he's like, well, I can't do that. They did it too good, too well. The side project nature, in addition to the fact that the game was a text adventure, allowed Kato to develop a much darker entry into the Chrono series. Radical Dreamers was completed. I didn't really think it was that dark, but he thinks it's like, I don't know. Maybe he was in like an emo-y kind of like gothy phase.
Yeah, it must have been.
So dark. They did it in a mere 3 months, which is a month longer than Square wanted them to do it. And prompted Kato to consider the work unfinished, which basically led to it being hidden and away from the world for so long. And then I wrote, if only Tabata had this realization with Type 0.
Jesus.
Because for the longest time, Type 0 is like the rumblings of the East.
Yeah.
There is a game.
You can only get the fan translation of
There is a really great fucking Final Fantasy game. And then it comes out and it's like, oh, sure. So the title initially pushed the Satellaview to its limits, and the team had to go back and modify the graphics multiple times. And the final ROM size was a whopping 8 megabits.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
I wonder how long that took to download, though. You're just like,
dude, I have fucking Word files that are much larger than that. That's insane.
it is crazy.
God, dude.
The whole game, man. The whole Radical Dream.
Oh, man.
8 megabits.
How far technology has come.
Yeah. Isn't that such a cool fucking feature, though? Like, of the Super Nintendo? Like, oh, man. I've been on a real kick with this shit because of... I got this. So Final Fantasy 11 had like an expansion bay that allowed you to play it online. It was like a hard drive. And randomly, like a month or two, probably like 2 months ago. So yeah, over 2 months ago, I saw a listing on Facebook Marketplace, which is like cocaine to fucking go through.
Yeah.
And it was Final Fantasy 11 on PS2. With the like box and everything with the hard drive. And I have 2 Resident Evil Outbreak games that you can download to the hard disk drive and cut the loading times in half. Which the loading times in that game are like fucking stupid.
Okay.
It's like 8 seconds to go into another room. So I was like, fuck, this is so cool. And I go buy it. I hook it up. It doesn't work. But I also was trying to hook up like another hard drive years ago to my little like expansion bay in the back of the PS2, and so I think I fucked it up when I was doing that because it didn't quite fit. And so I
Wait,
had
so
to,
so you forced it through?
Yes. Yeah. I disassembled and forced it through.
Did one of those?
Yeah.
I can't imagine after all these years of having podcasting equipment at your house. I can't imagine you mistreating equipment.
Yeah. So then I had to go buy another piece at the store, a new hard drive thing, and the wife was like, "You're buying another thing for your broken thing?" And I'm like, "Well, this one's probably not broken. This one is broken, so I got to get a new one of this so that this good version of this will work in harmony." And so I did, and it worked. And I played like one level, and I haven't touched it since.
Nice.
But there's something
$300 later.
Yeah. $300 later, I still haven't used it. But like the idea of that is like so cool to me. Like that they just back in the day they would just like fuck around with stuff, like experiment with the tech. It'd be like, oh, here's this weird like little niche thing that only has 30 games, 40 games that use it, and it will do this for you. You can download the game onto the hard drive. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh, that's
it's
fucking
interesting to
bitchin'.
look at advancements in technology from like looking backwards and seeing like, yeah, maybe Xbox Live was the big thing that really pushed, let's say, the consoles to doing online stuff like inherent within the system. But then before that, I think it was the Dreamcast, right? Wasn't that when it also had online functionality? And it's like there's always kind of a variation something a little new that's tried that it takes like another like 5, 6, maybe even longer years to make it become like the next thing.
Yeah, like it all has it now. It's like standardized.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a bunch of stuff for the Super Nintendo, like a bunch of different controllers and stuff that I've read about. I'm just thinking about Duck Hunt, for example, like as a precursor almost to like what the Wii became with the paddles. You know, that's a long period of time before that happens.
Before they completed it, yeah.
So
I just think it's so cool, like thinking about like how wild it would have been to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna download this fucking game, like and then have it.
But I'm also wondering back then what the price was for something like that. You know, like when with the virtual reality stuff right now, and how expensive those add-ons are for our systems now, and hopefully they'll be the equivalent of half that in the next generation of technology. That's what I'm wondering. Like, okay, how many people actually had that in Japan? Was it like people like us where, you know, we have careers and now we can afford to buy this crap? And of course, that's when we can't actually use it.
Or won't buy it.
Or won't buy it. 'Cause God, dude, everyone, and we've had people complain on the show, like to us about like us talking about money on this show, if you remember. Neither of us are rich. But I just remember being so broke I couldn't buy Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
And then we had a listener that was amazing and gave me Final Fantasy 15. I remember that, and I'm like, that's kind of most people who play video games, like that age bracket. Like, if we're going from like 16 to 26, like that's probably the time you're going to play the most video games in your life, right there.
Yeah.
And that's the time when you can't afford this fucking shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've had so many generous people over the years, like Chase loaned us this freaking virtual reality headset.
Yeah.
We had I can't remember who it was. They loaned us the freaking GameCube and Game Boy player thing. Dude, that thing's worth so much money.
Yeah.
And that was wild. And it was insufferable too because of the fucking Game Boy Advance screen. I'm like, dude, I can't even read this. I don't know how the fuck.
But
I
at least
played
we
this.
got the experience.
Yeah, like experience. And that was another one of those cool things. Like, oh, let's get.
I remember it coming out. Like
Yeah.
as a kid, I remember I remember it existing.
One of my buddies had one, and I thought it was super cool.
Or the extra screen, which you finally bought years later, and that's all I wanted. Like, I want the screen that goes on top of the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I can take it anywhere.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah.
God, dude.
I love that kind of shit. Now it's just like, it's just in the TV. Like,
yeah.
whoop-de-doo.
I can't wait to download this on the front. Like, they'll give me the code on Loveline, and I'll be able to download this.
Yeah.
So that I can read a PDF on my television screen.
Yeah, so that's what we have to do. We have to like get a radio station to like broadcast the signal for our episode, and then you can download it.
That's right. It'll just say it'll be in what's that?
Morse code.
Morse code. It'll be a URL typed out in Morse code. That you then have to manually type into the computer. That'll take you to a download link, and then you'll get the audio version of this podcast.
Exactly, yeah. I was like, we got to find something to do. Something wild.
Okay. What else you got on the development there?
That's about it for the development.
Okay. So this thing came out. No one had it. It was a secret for a very long time.
No one had it. The creator didn't want anyone to have it. And then eventually Square just said, fuck it, it's coming out.
Okay.
So, and that's how we could play... Like you said, 1/7 of it. I don't know what's that about. Like, You fucking got to the same thing happened to me. I got to the end. I'm like, oh, cool. That was a fun, 2 hours. And then it's like, suddenly there's a list of 7. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, actually, when I went to the screen after that, it said continue on the top of the thing. And I pressed continue, and it just started the same way it started before. So a part of me is wondering if there would be variations on it.
Yeah.
If I kept going.
That's what it's supposed to be, according to the wiki.
Okay, all right. So that's what you got to do. It's like once the game is done and you've sat through all the Japanese-only credits, and then you go into the menu, and then you can go and you just press continue over your save file.
Maybe that's what I saw, too, and I was like, it's just loading the same game.
Yeah.
So I thought it was glitched.
So, what kind of game do we call this again?
It's a text adventure.
Text adventure.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing as a visual novel, or is that different?
No, it's a visual novel too. I mean, this I would count. No, this is a visual novel.
Okay.
Text adventure. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know what the fucking difference. I don't know what these are.
They might be the
same. So I mean,
thing.
if you don't know what they are, better not say it if you know what they are. I don't know what the fuck they are.
The only other game like this that I've ever played is that one that I had to do a review for on Nude Clan. What the fuck was it called? It was like some pirate game.
Is that the mystery? There was like a mystery, and you had
Mystery of Treasure Island or something.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not trying to come up with the title. I'm trying to Monkey Island?
Yeah, Monkey Island, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I fucking dude.
Do you have to type in commands in that one, or is it a drop down menu like this?
I think it used to be a type in, but it's dropped
Okay.
down now.
'Cause
So I think the type in must be the text.
Okay.
That
Is
might be
that
the difference.
text adventure? Okay.
Dude, fuck that. I'd like fucking god damn it. How much
'Cause-
time do you
Because I know the old Ultima games. Not that I've ever played a single one, but I know the old Ultima games were where you would type in your commands. Like on old, like, I don't know if it was DOS, but,
Yeah.
old DOS computers, I think, to do the commands. And I remember going to DI, the big thrift store chain here, and getting King's Quest V and trying to install that thing and being totally confused. But I looked through the menus and I just saw this crazy looking game, and I'm like, do you type in what you're gonna do? Like, is that really what you do? Crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, that like the lengths we will go to have entertainment. It's like insanity to me.
Well, I also wonder, like, how long are those games? They can't be that long, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wonder how much like flexibility you would have within it. Like, is it like a straight up D&D game? Like, you can do whatever you want?
This does feel when we're playing this, it does feel like playing Dungeons and Dragons with someone, with like a really serious dungeon master going like, you all walk down the hallway. Like,
yeah. He won't let me have sex with anybody, which
and he says something about a key.
Isn't like any D&D I ever played, but
No,
but yeah, it does have that feel. I don't know if I like these things. But
well, I on Nude Clan, visual novels were described to me, and I thought it was a terrible idea for a video game, because I think it goes against the medium of interaction within video games. So I was like, this is why not just read a book?
It's
something that's been crafted.
It's almost like a choose your own adventure, like Goosebumps book.
Which, of course, I mean, let's think of all the classic choose your own adventure books.
Yeah, can't.
That have stood the test of time.
Yeah, especially Goosebumps. It's like, which shit ending do you want? Are you going to be stuck in the light post, or are you just going to die? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know which one's worse. But yeah, it does seem to go. It does kind of go against the nature of it.
It does.
And-
I will say I'm easier on it now that I've played this, but
Yeah. This one's pretty low key though too. Like I feel like the Monkey Island one was more wild. It is weird having combat in these games though. I thought that was interesting that they did that
yeah.
in here. But we're not going to get to gameplay yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So story, Radical Dreamers centers around a heist being pulled off by Surge, Kid, and Magil.
Or McGill? You calling him Magil?
I'm calling him Magil. Yeah.
Okay, we're going with Magil then.
Magil. That just reminds me of when we were playing. What was it? Fucking
Heracles?
yeah, Heracles. Yeah, that was hilarious. Heracles.
Heracles.
You're like, it's Heracles, you dumbass. Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Giving me the old Heracles, man. Anyway, who set upon Viper Manor to steal the frozen flame from Lynx. A man Kid wants dead.
With 4 mustaches.
Yeah, he has too many mustaches for her liking. We discover throughout the game that the frozen flame is a piece of the alien creature Lavos that was dislodged when he crashed into their planet in the prehistory era. The thieves find the flame and Lynx. Surge discovers Kid is an orphan and that Lynx killed her caretaker, Luca, who I forgot about for a minute until I was writing this up. And I was like, oh yeah, it's the chick from the last game, the inventor. Kid tried to find and kill Lynx when she was a kid, but Magil intervened until Kid was less of a kid, but still Kid, where we are today. In the fight against Lynx, he traps Magil and demands that Kid hand over the gift Luca provided her, the time egg, or otherwise known as the Chrono Trigger. This item, combined with the frozen flame and all 4 of Lynx's mustaches, would give him complete power over time. Kid gets destroyed in the fight, pretty much, and in a move of desperation takes the Chrono Trigger from her pocket, and it shatters, creating a Xenogears Disc 2 of events from history that tell us that Kid is a Princess Shalala of Zeal, who was changed into a baby by the mortal flame and shot into the modern era where Luca found her. And we also kind of learn that Magil is Magus through that, which makes sense because I was thinking that. And the name is too close. That's why I'm calling him Magil. Unless you want to call him Magoose. Okay.
Oh, you forgot that we had the mix up on the last one, which we don't know how to say Magus, Magus.
Yeah.
Or Magoose.
Magoose.
Which, I mean, clearly it's the last one.
I mean, if you read Magoose, that's something. So anyway,
Magus? I think you could call that Magoose.
you could,
Yeah.
you could. I just looked at it and I don't know. Once the fever dream goes away, an army from a nearby nation of Pore storms the mansion. Our characters flee the scene, and Kid tells Surge that she's aware of her origins, and that's something they can never take away. She say their goodbyes. She tells Surge not to follow, and then she disappears into the night with Magoose. That's it. For the first story, which I guess the other variants are like, there's one that's like got a UFO in it. Like there's some weird shit in there. And I think he was just kind of playing around with the main plot. So this is like the main plot of the game, and then all the others are kind of like add-ons.
Yeah, well, there's also like at the end, so it's like someone is reading their grandpa's diary.
Yeah, it was kind of doing that at the beginning, and then I accidentally pressed start, and I skipped it. I was like,
Okay,
ooh.
well, it did it at the end too. So I don't know. Somehow this is this supposed to connect Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross?
Yeah, it's supposed to bridge the gap between
Okay.
the two. Which is weird because there was no gap because Chrono Cross wasn't out yet, but he had the idea for it, I guess.
Well,
I don't know how it bridges the gap. I mean, we haven't played Cross, but the one character that might have bridged the gap, you changed his fucking name.
yeah, I was totally lost. Totally.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost didn't even remember. I only remembered Luca that they mentioned because I was doing the write-up, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's that, like, the Tinkerer from the last game. But and then, like, she's a baby.
I'm not going to pretend I remembered anything about Chrono. The only thing I saw connecting them was the time egg.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so something happened in the last world and it disappeared, I guess, and now we're in a new world. That's where I was at. I had no idea what happened. So I think your right up there gave more away than me actually playing the game.
Yeah.
So, on the story side of things, I guess it was fine. The thing is, I don't think it would be that good of a story if it wasn't interactive. You know, if you weren't also learning, like learning the commands to go get eaten by a bunch of piranhas and then eventually die, and then your character goes, and that is how I died, and it does it in a very like literary way before you go to the main menu. And in all the ways, like, you return to the room and it'll like say the same 3 paragraphs or whatever, and then slightly change the ending.
Yeah.
When something happens, like, that stuff's fun. I actually think the character of Kid is a pretty well described character. It's very a lot more fleshed out. I didn't really get much from Magoose. Didn't even really get much from the point of view character, Serge Tankian.
Yeah.
Except that he clearly admired the kid, the thief. And he was a weak ass character that had to dodge around and slice people with a knife sideways.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't, like, this game took me less than 2 hours. You said it took you less than 3. I don't know.
It was like 2 something. Because you can't save for the last chunk, so I don't know how long it took, but
yeah, and the last chunk is not short.
It's probably a stupid amount because I didn't do what I told you to do.
Yeah, and I don't know. And I also had trouble, I guess, seeing the parallels between it and Chrono Cross. So I don't. It was fine for a game. I kind of forced myself to pay attention to it. Like, normally I would be trying to skip through this, but I was like, no, today I'm gonna give all my attention to this thing, and I'm actually gonna read this.
Yeah.
And I'm actually gonna pay attention, and I did, and I think that was rewarding in the gameplay. In the story, it was just kind of like, they're a bunch of thieves in a castle, and you got to figure out clues in order to get the thing that you're trying to find at the end, and then you learn some things about the characters.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like obviously we haven't played Cross yet, but I mean, if you have to do something weird like this to connect the two, I would just be like, just release it and be like, you figure out how they're connected, you know. Because this, like, it loosely, to me, it's pretty loose based on even connected to the game we did play. So
I do think it's cool as a Nintendo add-on that you got from a radio somehow. That still makes no fucking sense.
Fucking radio,
to me.
yeah. I don't know how they did it. They broadcast this shit.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's what I was telling you. Like, I was like, oh, what is the Satellaview? And it's like, oh, it's a broadcast modem. I'm like, what? What the fuck? What does that mean? What does that do? And like, oh, it receives transmissions from this fucking Saint Giga or whatever.
Saint Giga, that's right.
I'm like, okay. The patron Saint Giga.
I don't know. What did you think about the story?
I thought it was all right. I mean, loosely connected to Chrono. Not sure. I mean, hopefully when we play Cross, we'll see some elements of it and be like, oh, hey, I remember that. Doubt it, but you never know. I thought it was all right. I think it works for a couple hours of my time, but I don't know. I don't really think I like these kind of games, and even if the story is awesome, I just want to be done, dude. Like,
I don't want to be reading a screen for that long.
yeah. I'd rather just, I don't know. I can't. I would rather read a book. Although that wouldn't work with this, but it's just a weird way to play a game, to read a book and do all that. Play D&D at the same time.
Yeah, so, well, the real thing here, I guess, is the read-along gameplay, so let's talk about that. All right, so in case you're wondering, this is how you beat the game. You take a right, and you go talk to the lady in the first room, and then you go back all the way to the study, and then you go get the key from the study by going to the bookshelf, and then you take that, and then you can open the treasure room, which is the room after the first room that you went into, before the staircase. A scene will play out there, and then you have to backtrack. So I have in front of me something that you recommended doing. This is a map. A map that I tracked, like back in the old days on graph paper, people used to track.
Like Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. After many years of talking about how those were the good old days, there was a point where I was like, I need to beat this thing tonight so that we can review it, because it's going to be like, well, right now it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It's going to be really late. And so I pull up a map once I realized kind of what the pattern of this game was, like pretty quickly. After you had said make a map, I pulled up the map and I looked at it for a second. I saw it wasn't that many rooms. That was probably an important detail. And then I went, no. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to track it myself. And so, yes, I did. I kept a map. And I took notes of details in the room that seemed like they were setups for certain things, which they absolutely were. And I drew this crazy little line drawings and squares saying, these are the hallways, these are the rooms, and then I got squiggly lines or jagged lines for stairways. That never became important, but more ways to tell different rooms apart, name of the rooms, and then when someone gave me a clue about something, I would write down things. So yeah, I actually, because of how short it was, I did not mind doing this. This was not a bad time. Honestly, I kind of liked it, but I do think that a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was really trying hard to keep track.
Yeah.
Like, the game to me was not just the game I was playing and remembering where I was going, where I'd been, which is kind of how you would just play like a normal dungeony RPG, where it's like some guy talks about a key and it's like, oh, I remember some other guy talking about a key in another room or something.
Yeah.
Or a sword in another room. When this person talks about the sword, oh, the sword, oh, where's that? Okay, yeah. Now, in a regular RPG, that would be laid out for you visually, and you would find your way back to that room and, have random battles along the way. In this one, it's either you got to have like a really pretty good memory to just kind of three-dimensionalize this space in your head, or like me, keep a map. But man, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
I'm really getting into like trying to keep the phone away and trying to focus on things, and seeing how a bunch of time spent on social media or whatever, like how it kind of affects my ability to focus or affects my mood, or waste my time, which is generally what it does.
Yeah.
And so, like, in that realm, I'm like, well, I'm going to go back to what people would have done back in 1996 when they played this fucking thing, which was keep pretty diligent notes on a little notepad and figure it out for myself. And that was honestly a really rewarding experience. I really enjoy that. And there's part of me that's like, I can't believe there's a map out there. Like, people should not be printing maps about this game. Like,
yeah,
people
it seems wrong.
The map is the game. That is the game. This game is not difficult at all. You can make dumb choices as your character and die because, a goblin swings his sword at you. What do you do? Do you block it? Do you try to go around it? It'll give you like a bullet points of what.
If you don't answer quick enough, you just get hit too.
Yeah, and it does have that added thing in there.
Added joy.
Yeah. So with that in mind, this is the game. The map is the game. Remembering how to get around is the game. I mean, how was it for you without a map? Because you said you regretted not having a map.
I have like kind of a poor short-term memory, so it was kind of brutal being like, God damn it, where the fuck was this room, dude? I'm like, I don't remember. And then the rooms are changing sometimes, and I'm like, oh. Like, dude, it wasn't too bad. It definitely took me longer than it did you. And I think that's why I mentioned, like, do the map and write down hints. What I did when I was playing it on PS5, I would just, like, when they would say something weird, like, oh, if you get ensnared in the mustachio's trap or whatever, do this. And I like took a screenshot of it. And then when I got to that part, I was like, oh, fuck. And went back and looked like, oh, okay, here's the pattern.
Yeah. That could be another good way of doing it.
It wasn't as like bad as when I played like the first Silent Hill game. Cause like my survival horror on PS1, it's mostly just like the like static camera angles of Resident Evil. Like you come into a room and it's like, it's a fucking weird camera angle, like way up to the right, like zoomed out, and you like come in and you just do your moves. But in Silent Hill, when you go out of the door, you're fucking behind your dude. And like when you're in hell or whatever the fuck Silent Hill land is, where it's like the normal world but all fucked up and rusty like in the movie, and you just come out of a door, dude, everything looks exactly the same. And that was a nightmare. So it wasn't as bad as that. Because I'm like, my brain doesn't work this way. I can't remember, like, what fucking direction this door was when I came in versus now. And the hall looks the same. Like, here it was just like I had to backtrack a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. That's why I messaged you and told you to do the map. Because I was like, fuck, I should have just done a map. But it's too late. At least that's how I felt. I probably could have still done it. But it wasn't bad. I thought it was interesting how they added like random encounters and stuff like that. I don't know if that really worked all that well. I mean, it seemed to work about as well as it did in Monkey Island, which I think was almost like a rock paper scissors setup, if I remember correctly. I might not, but it was something like that in that game. But it had like an RNG factor to it that really pissed me off. And this one, it's kind of cool because you can. It doesn't always work, but you can find a good pattern that'll work where you don't really get hit.
Yeah.
When you're confronting the guys, like the goblin swings at you, you dodge, and then there's 3 different options. One of them you'll get hit a little bit, one of them you hit a lot, one of them you'll just like fuck them up. And I thought that was kind of cool that they added that. I don't like that they added a timer to it. I didn't find that out until way later. And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like reading these options and thinking like, okay, what did I do last time? What can I do to alter it a little bit and not take any damage? And then I just take a shitload of damage. But I didn't die. I don't know how. But it was funny because when I sent Joe a picture of the credits, and he was like, how long, how hard? And I was like, I don't know, like 3 hours and Didn't
I
die
don't know, like
once.
5.5 inches.
Yeah, yeah,
It's kind of a B minus.
yeah, yeah.
In
And
terms of hardness.
when I sent the didn't die once, I just kind of like smirked because I didn't think you could die in the game.
I totally died like 3 times, dude.
It's like, man, it's just.
I saved a lot though.
Oh, that's good.
So
Joe, man, is so bad at games. He fucking dies in the text games.
no, the first time I died, you get to a room called the atrium, and then it's like there's piranhas coming out of the water. Do you try to go to the other side? Do you try to fight the piranhas, or do you turn around? And I'm like, I'm gonna fight those motherfucking piranhas. And then they're like, what are you doing? It's too dangerous. And then I'm getting bit by piranhas. And then it's like, what do? Do you still try to fight the piranhas? Do you go across to the other side, or do you turn around? I'm like, no, I'm making a dash for the other side. And then it's like, it's like the piranhas come up, or the piranhadites, I think is what they are. It's not piranhas, yeah. But whatever. Piranha dinosaurs start coming out of the water, and they start, they're biting at you, and some meaty smell comes from the water. It's like they're ripping you apart, your flesh. And if you do it twice in a row, try to go for the exit twice in a row, it'll then like say, and then my vision started to fade. And then it'll go to black, and it goes, and that is how I died.
Wow.
So you can die. I proved it. Don't worry.
It's cool too because you can. There's a couple places you can heal up. Like there's a witch that you find, and she'll heal you. There's a random like face in the wall that I think if you feed him like the berries or something like that, he'll heal you as well. He'll like spit something out on you, and it like heals you up. So there's a few places you can heal, but I thought it was just like whatever, like it was just the game like pretending like it was a game. And I just got lucky.
It totally was.
Like, I just got lucky, I guess. I healed enough to not die, but
yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of a cool gameplay wise. It's kind of a cool idea, and I think it's interesting how they added the combat. I do think the map is the game, so I kind of didn't play the game, I guess. And it's cool to have. It's just kind of like the tech that this game came from. It's just like a cool like relic of the past. Yeah. It's like, oh look, this is how we used to do it. Like
as a relic, it is, I think, worth kind of playing. Like it's worth playing, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that there are like 60-hour games that are text-based, like adventure games. Like,
I don't know if I can handle that.
I swear to God, not me, but someone reviewed a text-based adventure on Nude Clan that wasn't Monkey Island. It was like a newer one. It might have been A4 and Zach.
I could see them being the ones that did it.
Yeah.
A4 for sure. That seems like something.
Yeah, there was something like Persona-ish looking about it. I don't fucking remember, dude. But I guess I'm eating my words a little bit here because I thought that was the stupidest fucking thing in the world, reading a video game. But I kind of enjoyed the concept. I don't think I would last on it for very long. It would be a lot more fun on a computer with a screen that was closer to my face. Like the actual experience of playing a game from a screen that's 10 feet away, reading all that text it's a lot of text. We're used to pretty talky games here. I mean, we all played Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah. And 16, man. A lot of talk in 16.
Yeah, there's less text. It's all voice,
yeah,
right?
you don't have to read it at least. Yeah.
Or FF14.
Oh. Yeah.
Which that's basically text adventure games.
Yeah, if you want to hear us bitch about that, you got plenty of episodes for that.
There are plenty of episodes for that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. What did you think of the aesthetics of the game, the music and the visuals?
So music, as it were, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda, the composer of both of the other Chrono games, as well as Xenogears. So, kind of a big deal. I think the music in this was actually pretty good. There was a theme near the beginning, I think, when you go out onto the balcony
on the terrace.
Yeah, that was actually like a really awesome theme.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of want to stay
thought so
here.
Too. I thought so too. I thought of that the same one. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's got like this mysterious feel, which of course you're thieves in the night running around. But I really liked, the 4 tracks of music that they had in this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, once you meet the final boss, it sounded like final boss music. But outside of that, yeah, it was pretty good stuff. He has not disappointed me yet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done great on all the games that I've played of his so far. So,
I mean, the Xenogears soundtrack, I will listen to that thing in my car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think the whole thing's on Spotify and it kicks ass. Chrono Trigger, the soundtrack is not on Spotify, but there are orchestrated versions on Spotify of a lot of the score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both... he's really good. And it's weird because, he's just in a few Square games. Well, I mean, there might be more that...
You would think he would have... You would think that they would have put him on...
Like a Final Fantasy
a
or something?
AAA, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they put... what's her name on 15?
Yeah.
And she had, kind of similar games, just kind of smaller hits,
That's true. I guess if you're Nobuo Uematsu, you kick everybody else out of your way in the music department.
Yeah, and only once you quit, once you fucking leave, can other people step up. Maybe this guy's fucking done. He's like, I can't anymore. I'm too old. I don't know how it works. But yeah, great. I thought the soundtrack was awesome for the little bit that is in there.
Oh, you know what? He went independent.
Oh, so
yeah.
So he did the Nobuo
So he's
thing.
on a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, he's got 1 million credits.
Yeah, he does. Just not back to... Oh, he did a little bit of music in episode Ignis, Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, okay.
That's the only Final Fantasy one I see.
That seems wild. He seems like they would want him for an FF game.
He would be perfect, yeah.
But yeah,
I'd hire him for 17.
Yeah. Take note of that.
Take note of that, Square. I know you're listening.
Hire the Gooch to direct and then him to do the music.
I don't know. Is Gooch ready to do a AAA Final Fantasy again? I would like to see Kitase back at the helm, but now Kitase is busy
doing 7.
Doing 7's remake of a game that he already that he directed years ago.
Yeah, let's make it perfect, and let's include all the media in a way that actually kind of doesn't suck, which is weird because some of that stuff does suck.
I mean, hey, they got one more time to bat. We'll see if they can land the plane.
Yeah, they could still fuck it up. That's for sure.
What did you think of the gameplay? I didn't really... I mean, I said a whole bunch of my opinions, but did you actually have fun doing this?
Yeah, it was all right.
Okay.
I would rather have been playing the other game I'm playing, but it's okay. It was okay. I don't think these games are for me, but
not bad for 3 hours, I guess.
No, not bad for 3 hours.
Okay.
Kind of surprised there wasn't a trophy for it. I mean, I feel like that's should have been a given on the fucking Chrono Cross, but whatever. No dopamine for me.
So back on the aesthetics. The art. What'd you think of the art?
Pretty simple. A lot of 3 dudes sneaking in a hallway with the moonlight shining through the columns. I guess it pushed the envelope back in the day, though, which is Square's favorite thing to do. Is you can't handle our graphics. So they've been doing that shit forever, even when it's you can't handle our radio broadcast. You wish you could take these waves. I don't know how the fuck that works, but yeah. But they had to dumb it down so that the fucking thing could handle it, which is wild. And I'm like, handle what? What are we thinking about it? I'm like,
I mean, if they can crush this down to 8 megabits, I'm already impressed.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking good. I mean, yeah, they even added like shadow to the one guy's mustache. Like, dude, the detail. I think it looks fine for what it is, though. So, got no problems in the visual department of the game.
It did not fit with Chrono Trigger to me.
Yeah, not really, huh?
Yeah.
The way everybody looks. You don't really see anybody except for the mustache guy, and he doesn't look like that world at all.
You do see a goblin.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that world either.
No, because you're used to the Dragon Ball Z artist look.
Yeah, that's true. That is kind of a weird departure. Maybe they just don't want to pay his ass for this radio project.
Yes, no.
It's like War of the Worlds, man. It's just the Japanese version of War of the Worlds. It's
An alien comes down. What do you do?
Yeah, and it's broadcast, limited time, like scaring everybody.
Do you grab the knife?
Yeah.
Do you try to dodge the alien coming? That's my Orson Welles. I'm trying here.
Yeah.
Well, shit. What else is there to fucking say about this game, dude? I was fine. It was a fine little diversion. I do think it's better than, say, Chocobo World.
Yeah, I mean, that's another
like-
cool piece of tech, though. Like, if you could do that during FF8 and it gave you in-game items, that'd be a cool little time waster.
Yeah.
Now, I think they could have done more with it than what they did.
I think I would have rather had something like this than that.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna, of all the 2 random add-ons for the series that we've played, this one's the better one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, did we have another one, or were those it? Was Last Mission a standalone game?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Last Mission, and then there were those add-ons for 11 that we did, like the Shantoto.
Oh, I don't think those.
I mean, those would be the best.
Those
ones,
are like part of the game. They're like,
just alternate scenarios almost.
Yeah, they're added to the actual game. This is like a separate game that's not really a full game.
Yeah. I mean, between those two, yeah, this is way better than Chocobo World, the game that you can make 10 minutes faster if you fucking just hammer the Christ out of your fucking arrow key. But like, it's again though, it's another example of like a cool like lost token of the past. Like, you could do this thing and it would affect your game. Same thing with the Dreamcast, the little ditties that they had in their controllers where you could like take it and like certain games you could like fuck around and it's like, I don't want to play the game. I'm going to play the game away from home on this tiny game.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we were to rank the two, yeah, this is way better than World. That game was kind of, it made no sense. I didn't understand. You just fucking, events happen at certain levels and then nothing happens. You chase down dots on the map.
You beat the game and you just keep running.
Yeah. It's like, man, it's like Forrest Gump, dude.
Okay. Any final thoughts before we rank this fucking thing?
I guess play it. I mean, it's on. If you got the Radical Dreamers edition, it literally has more of the title than the game that you probably wanted to play. So you best play it, bro. And then try to see if the other scenarios are glitched like we thought or I thought, or if you can just do them later and you could do those for fun.
Yeah,
I guess those were just like weird variations of the original. So
yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It actually made me think about like, oh, this might be kind of a fun type of game to try to make, you know? It's like, maybe I could write a scenario. Like, I'm thinking dollar signs. Like, ooh, I can sell this. I could get $50 off of this somewhere.
Yeah. It's like a UFF or Nude
But just as a writer who has no fucking skill in making games, you know, very limited experience and just no patience for coding. I look at something like this and I'm like, you're really just branching different outcomes and stories, and then you're writing at.
Yeah, it seems like
It
it'd
seems
easy.
yeah, it seems not. I guess it's definitely probably not easy, but it's definitely something that would be, I guess, one, doable, but two, an interesting challenge in terms of like being able to write a story that still works within all that.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. I got kind of excited about it. I thought it was cool.
I mean, yeah, you could do something like what I've thought of doing, like over the years, like with Nude Clan. I thought about like making like a Nude Clan game
RPG.
Yeah, like the RPG maker, and make like Nude Clan version of it. And now it would be even better now that it's done. And like we had hosts quit, and they would like die, like party member deaths, and then brought back for the finale.
I mean, would you make your own fan game for your own podcast? I mean, would you really
I
spend?
probably would. I mean, I haven't, so I guess I wouldn't. But I am vain enough to do it. For sure. I also thought about doing one for Metallica.
Yeah,
like,
I
like
remember.
the Big
I remember
Four.
these conversations.
Yeah,
You know,
that
I
one
bought RPG Maker and I have not touched it in a long time.
Like you have like really fucked up boss battles, like Dave Mustaine versus like alcohol, you know.
Oh my god!
And he loses, and then he gets kicked out of the group, and then you get Cliff versus like the bus.
Jesus Christ!
Or like a
get
patch of ice
Do
on
you
the
get
ground.
an alternate ending if Cliff can actually defeat the boss or the bus, and it's super difficult?
Yeah. And like I gotta like work out the alternate, but like, or it's either the bus or like the patch of fucking ice on the
Jesus
on the
Christ.
road. Or there's an alternate ending where like it was the driver falling asleep, and so you have to like attack the like hour hand or the minute hand on his alarm clock fast. It's like a DPS check fast enough to get the time correct so that it
My
wakes him
God.
up and he doesn't swerve. Yeah. Yeah, I thought of a bunch of that shit, but
My God, that's evil.
yeah,
Well,
that's a dark one.
I started playing around with that RPG Maker, and what I found, because I would try to start with maps, and I would try to start with characters, and what I found, you have to like stick with their art for certain things, and I found it really frustrating. That I had to stay within their grid.
Yeah.
So I remember there was this old game engine that was free that you could download online, 15 years ago. Longer than that probably. It's called like Engine 001, which I remember Googling a couple years back, and I couldn't find it again. Like it just disappeared.
Oh, wow.
But I remember my friend and I used to make games on that thing. And you would be able to go into like the art files and be able to draw your own guy.
Oh,
and
cool.
like the animation frames for each of those things. And I was kind of expecting RPG Maker to be able to let me do that. And it didn't. And I was not that happy with that. I'm like, it's got to look like RPG Maker if I'm making an RPG Maker. And I saw that there's a huge community of people out there making their games through RPG Maker, and you could see how they're pushing the system.
Yeah.
And you could see some cool alternates, but there were like some very simple things that I would have thought would have been like no does. And I don't remember specifics now because it's been too long, but I just remember getting really frustrated at that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And
Yeah,
I had this other game engine in my mind that I had played with for forever, which was super simple, but my friend and I exploited the crap out of that thing. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to do. Someday I want to make a video game. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Had to be something like that, like with probably one of the big engines. Just borrow their assets and shit.
Yeah, and Unity is free.
Yeah, that's what they made Phas with.
Yeah.
Phasmophobia.
I think they just get a cut of your profits or whatever. It might have been Unreal that does that. Or both. I don't know. Those are like the two big engines for the independent game scene now.
Yeah. That would be cool.
And I think you don't need to know how to code for both of them now, which is crazy to me because not that long ago that was not an option.
Yeah, that is wild. You'd think we do have like 1 million Steam games. That's probably why.
Yeah.
And like as we discovered, there's like 1 million of the same game. Where you're getting chased by something. And you have to find something else.
And like, how is someone not getting sued for this? Like,
yeah. The original guy, what can he just wring his hands at the sky? Like the poor bastard that made what the fuck was it? Pacify. He's just like, God damn it.
But we're still not sure if Pacify was the first of its
We're
kind.
not, yeah. But I bet you
that was the oldest one we found.
Yeah, he just hates Devour. It's like so much better. But
all right,
that would be cool though, doing RPG. I think this would be a cheaper game to make.
Oh yeah, for sure. This would be way easier. Like fucking, how many rooms? I can count you all the rooms in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 rooms.
Damn.
Including a terrace. So, yeah.
Man, that took me almost 3 hours. That's pretty sad.
3 hours to get through 12 rooms.
It was like crawling, dude. Crawling on no fingernails through those rooms. Yeah, not bad though. That's my final thought. Not bad.
Not bad. I enjoyed it. Where would you rank it with Chrono Trigger, of course, in the Chrono series so far?
Man, tough one. I think I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it's under Chrono Trigger.
What?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I thought Chrono Trigger was one of the greats, and I think this is a little short.
Yeah.
A little short of that.
Did we ever rank like Chrono Trigger versus like Xenogears or anything like that?
No, we ranked Chrono Trigger against FF6 and had the other guys do it against Dragon Quest V.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I asked them because they've played all 3 games now, or beaten all 3 games. So I would put 6 above Chrono Trigger, and I think you did too.
Yeah, I would.
I think 6 is the greatest of these games, in my opinion. But Chrono Trigger's a pretty damn good game.
Yeah, it is. It was a good one.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Chrono Cross. I hear mixed things about Chrono Cross. I hear it's good, and I hear it's bad, and I don't know what we'll come across here. But this is our last game coming up here.
Yeah, man.
Our last actual game. We've been in bonus. We've been platinuming this podcast for you guys.
Yeah.
We have one more trophy to get, and that is Chrono Cross. Unless a Final Fantasy game was announced, which I didn't hear one.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, for some housekeeping, just so you guys know, this podcast will soon be largely behind a paywall. There will be, most of the reviews will be out, but the rest of it, ad-free, will be behind Patreon. So if you guys want to support us on Patreon, or even just to support the show and keep it going, and that's kind of part of this. It costs us like a little bit of money per month to just kind of keep the shows going. The money that you guys give to us on Patreon goes into a PayPal account, and that PayPal account is what's charged on our server. So if you want to keep the show going for a month and, pay $5 one time, and any more than that, we'll keep the show going on longer. We do have ads running now on this thing, which is going to help with that.
Yeah. Hilarious that we get it now.
Yeah. hilarious that they approve us for ads right at the
Yeah,
end.
thanks a lot. I guess that made it better for everybody for all these years.
I guess so. Now they're just annoyed. They have to press the skip button. For
Yeah. Jesus, how many
every
fucking
time
did they put in here?
And so it'll be the episodes will be ad free, and all the episodes will be behind the Patreon paywall. And but yeah, we're not going to do that probably till the Chrono Cross review is out. So you guys have a minute. But we appreciate your support after all these years. Hang out in the Discord if you want. The link will be in the description of the episode. Any updates as far as projects that we're working on, anything like that, you can go there. It's weird not having another podcast to plug. You have Schweiss and Johnson. You put out a bunch of episodes recently.
Yeah, we're done though. We finished it, and then I think season 3 of Hot D is delayed, so it's not going to come out until next year. No, yeah, it's next year. And then they had the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is like another short story that he did that was supposed to come out last month, and they delayed that till next year as well. So there's nothing.
Fuck?
I have nothing to do for.
How do you delay a short story?
I don't know. It was like 7 episodes or 6 episodes that they had written, but I guess they didn't get it done.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, it's a short story that they're adapting into a show.
Okay. I thought it was like he has a short story you worked on, and then they delayed it.
I mean, that sounds like George Martin.
It does sound like George Martin.
You know, the guy probably fucking...
I
wonder how his will looks. Like, how fucking far behind is he on his will? You know, like he's got like these like threads coming in and out of it. It's like, hey, wait, if what happens, this person gets paid. Like what? It's like super bullshit intricate.
I refuse to read those books because of that guy doing that. I'm not gonna start that series. I don't think he's gonna finish it.
They're really good too. That's what sucks. They're really good.
Yeah.
That fucker. And then every time I see like his other fucking series that he writes for, I'm like,
Dunk and Egg.
No,
is that the other one?
No, that is the one, but that's like a short story for that universe. It's like some like card based fucking series that he made, some like young adult. I'm like, don't fucking talk about that. Don't write a word. Don't write your blog. Like, dude, like I get you have a life, but I just don't care. Like why would you not put these out? Do you not understand the legacy that you would leave behind if you just finished it? But maybe now the pressure's too much because the show ended, and it's like everyone's pissed at that. So I don't know.
That would be a tough position to be in.
Should have never been in that position though, because in 2011 the 4th book came out, which is when the show came out. You had 4 fucking books. No, it was the 5th book. You had 5. All the books that are out now were out when the fucking show started. And then it ended. And there's still the same amount of books out that were out then. Like, oh man, you should have said, not yet, I'm not ready. And then finished it. And then let them come out. But now, like, what do you do? What do you do when the ending is hated? Is derided by all? Do you change it? Do the pressure? What if that was supposed to be the ending? Like, what are you supposed to do?
Well, even the ending they had, and I didn't hate it when I watched it. Maybe if I were to rewatch it, I would hate it. But
half of it. But
I saw, I think, the mechanics of what they were doing, and I just kind of accepted it.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, she shows moments of extreme violence. Okay, she snaps. You know, that kind of thing. I could see ways in which they set up characters to do certain things at the end.
Yeah, I was okay with a lot of that.
And it was like in the moment when he's supposed to, spoilers, kill her. That moment, that one did kind of fall a little flat. Like you should have felt more during that scene. A lot of that just felt like we didn't have enough time with the characters being together for that to be that impactful.
Yeah.
And they shortened that season.
Which is weird because that's usually what they did best.
Yeah. So,
make it impactful.
So I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah,
but,
and that's not necessarily going to be the same in the book. I mean,
yeah, it's
especially,
not. That actually was my point.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like he could give you the same plot points and be able to deliver better.
Oh, he's definitely a better writer than they are. Like
So.
you could see when they caught up to him was the end of season 4, pretty much.
Okay.
And that some of season 6 is really good, but 5, 7, and 8, that's all them, dude. So like you can tell that one of them is a writer, and the other two.
I think season 6 is fucking awesome.
No, it is. It's really good. There's some dumb shit in it, but it's still like my second favorite season.
Yeah.
So that one's tough. But yeah, I have thought about it. I'm like, man, what do you do when like when they hate your ending? What's the motivation to finish the motherfucker then? Maybe it's what you just said though. It's like, well, yeah, it's the meat and potatoes of it is the same, but the dressing and the gravy, my gravy is delicious. Like, and maybe that's what'll make it stick.
There's a lot of things. The mechanics could be all the same, or they could have taken the show off in a different direction
and we
than
just
what
don't
he
know.
planned,
Yeah.
and we have no idea.
Yeah, true.
Of course, and we will never know, because then we could, let's say he actually writes those books, and it goes off in a different direction. Then everybody's going to wonder
if it's because of the show.
If it's because of the show that he changed it, or did he want it that way the whole time? And what would he say in an interview? You know?
My dream would be he dies and Tarantino writes the rest of it.
That's a terrible idea. It's an absolutely terrible idea.
They both love to kill everybody in their media.
I don't know who would be a good...
I don't know if anybody would, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you going to do? Have Sanderson do it?
But I can't imagine anybody taking over any series.
Yeah, it's not a thing that, happens.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that Wheel of Time ended on a good note.
Yeah.
With a different writer. But I can't imagine that that's normal.
Yeah, that would ever happen again.
Aren't there a million Dune prequels, and...
I think it's
there's like a Dune sequel too, right? And it's all his son and like another sci-fi writer.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Apparently, there's a million of them. I have never heard good things about them.
I've heard that the first one is good.
From
a few people, but I don't know. Have you read Dune?
No.
You should read Dune. It's really good.
I really liked the movies.
Yeah.
Those were really good. But no, I never did read Dune. But I did finally read The Stand, which I feel like was on that list of you need to read this 5,000 page book.
Yeah, when I read that was
fine.
That was definitely my favorite book.
Yeah.
For a long time.
No, that book kicked ass. I thought, and I know there's 2 adaptations of it, and there's another one in the works right now, feature film adaptation. Not just television series. Honestly, I read that thing going I've only heard that they failed. Both series were not that great, apparently. And I was listening to it, thinking from the filmmaker perspective, how would you adapt this? And I listened to it, I'm like, fucking no, you can't adapt this fucking book. You can't. I will and you can't adapt it well and actually stick to it.
Yeah.
The beginning third of the book is all the tension in the book.
Yeah.
So once the disease stops and you're into the post-disease world, everything is psychological dream connections. And then them building a new city. All these things are not cinematic ideas. it works fine in the plot of the book. Actually visualizing that and having characters take action based upon what I'm hearing in that book, I don't think would make for good visual storytelling. I think you would have to change it like fundamentally in the second half in order to have anything that lands.
I mean, now that you've read it, I did buy the 90s adaptation on our fucking Vudu. I thought it was great the first 3 times I watched it. But then I started watching it with Alex, and I was like, I don't know.
And you're like, oh, I was forgiving it a lot, wasn't
I was like, but I watched it as a kid too, so I hadn't read the book yet.
Okay.
I did.
So that's probably why you remember it pretty well. I'm like, wow, it's
yeah, like this is a lot cheesier than I thought at the time. I was like kind of scared, you know. Now I'm like, oh, that guy.
I also straight up thought that the baby being born to Lucy's Lucy's the other gal. The main gal. What the fuck is her name?
Oh, I can't remember. Lucille's
Fanny.
Fanny, yeah.
Fanny's baby, I straight up thought it would be Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning of the book. I'm like, okay, this is the end of the world. I know there's a dark man. Okay, this is going to be Jesus. Never turns out to be Jesus.
Yeah.
And I think what caused me more, like you see like the two like good and evil fighting on the artwork of the Stand in like the first edition.
Yeah.
And so I thought that must happen in this book. The whole time I was waiting for Christ to be born, and that was going to be the Antichrist. They're all talking about Christ this whole fucking book.
Yeah, yeah.
And Christ never shows up.
No,
just
hand of God.
Just the Antichrist. They do have a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, God will stop it with his hand. I thought that was the most bullshit thing ever when I read it. I was like, talk about Deus Ex Machina, Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, at least it was religiously themed, but I'm like, why? Why let it all happen and then just like, oh, I can't let the nuke go off. Like, who cares at this point? Everyone's fucking dead. Your son's not coming. Yeah, it's not fucking.
I don't know. I thought the Trash Can Man stuff leading to the nuclear
leading to it is
blast
okay.
pretty cool.
But for that to be what stops it, I'm like, I couldn't, dude. I was like,
well, then the Dark Man just shows up later again.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, he never dies.
What the fuck is the point of this book?
Yeah. What did you just do to me for 1,000 pages? What the fuck did you just do?
It's about a couple that tries to live out in Colorado and realize we just really want to go back to the East Coast.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of that book.
Yeah.
Like, despite the fact that we're going to have no infrastructure in Maine, we're going to take our newborn child. We're going to go back to Maine because this place, there's too much law and order popping up here.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
We need to go live in the woods in Maine,
Yeah.
like the author.
Yeah, just like the author Stephen King.
Yeah.
Who also lived part of his life in Colorado, and oh boy, can you tell.
Yeah. You can tell that's the only other place he's lived.
No, I'm joking though, but I really enjoyed that book.
No, it was awesome.
Really
man.
good characters. And I would say, yeah, that first half.
That's the scary part.
I mean, I liked the second half too, but the first half was like intense.
Yeah.
I was like, the thing is, I had just come off of reading The Way of Kings.
Yeah.
It was my second, maybe third time restarting that book, and I just slogged through it. I would listen to like a chapter, and then wait a week, and then listen to another chapter. Now, the ending section of The Way of Kings is pretty damn good. Is it worth 800 pages of build-up to get there? I don't know. You be the judge of that. I remember when Cameron, because when the book came out, we were in high school or something like that.
Yeah, we were.
And I remember The Way of Kings, when it came out, Cameron was a huge fan. Still is a huge fan. I got other friends that are huge fans. Thinks it's a fucking perfect book. Timo thinks it's a perfect book. He's like, yeah, it's the first like 200 pages are kind of slow, and then it picks up. Fucking what is he talking about? It doesn't pick up until the end. Like until like plot A and plot B come to a head in the third act of the book. That thing is, there's 1,000 characters. There's a bunch of really boring ass intrigue. Brandon Sanderson does not, I don't know. He doesn't, I like his other books. So this is really just about this book. And I know everybody fucking loves this book.
I've never read it. So
but I'm having a real problem following his world. Like, I'm losing myself. And this was I've had situations like playing FF14 and stuff. So there's some overlap here. He'll made up names, made up places, made up societal things. Sometimes I get lost in those things. I am at the same time rereading Harry Potter like over and over and over again in Spanish, and I'm seeing things that J.K. Rowling does to remind you what things are. In every book, she tells you what a muggle is. She tells you what his relationship with a character was like 5 books ago, and she'll do it in just like one quick sentence, and you'll be able to continue on. But you'll have the author is slyly putting in exposition so that you can remember what all these fucking made up things are.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing Sanderson doesn't fucking do that.
And
I lose myself in these like 9,000 page books.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what was this thing again? The Laffer? Like, what is the... What's she trying to find? What's she learning about the library? What is she studying? And like, who is this character? I haven't heard of this character in like 400 pages. Which one is this? I cannot, like, I don't have the memory for it anymore. And so I need the author to just kind of slyly put in, just a little
Yeah, like, I haven't seen her
like
since
reminder what this is.
I was reminded that I hadn't seen her since this and this. Like,
something.
So was I.
Something like that. And I realized that Brandon Sanderson does not put those little touch points in his books, or at least in this book. And it was... So I got lost. That's why I had to restart the fucking thing. At some point, I had put the book down for a month and had to go on YouTube and watch a summary until it got to the chapters that I was at. And then continue on. It just never pulled me in.
Yeah.
And I literally, at the end of the book, dude, I was like, wow, that ending, really cool. Really cool section. Really had a good time. But, man, and I have like a chat with some friends, and in a different chat with friends. And
you got
Timo's
chats
in
without
there.
me, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah, I got chats without you. I'm
piece
sorry.
of shit.
And I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. I just can't do this. And I don't think, like, I used to think that I loved fantasy, and now I realize I just liked Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. And Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Like, Wheel of Time was my furthest expansion out
That's
away
like the
from
nerdiest
that.
you can get.
And I had trouble finishing Wheel of Time because the middle of the series was
Jesus Christ,
awful.
Yeah. Dude, I get like the whole thing with Perrin teaming up with the Crusaders or whatever. I'm like, Craig's like, yeah, it was like the whole plot of that one book. I'm like, I don't remember that, dude. I don't remember that at all. And I listened to it. I listened to the whole fucking thing. Like, I was like, how are they on a team?
Yeah.
What's happening right now? And he's like, I'm like, whatever.
So all I went was like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Did I lose my ability? And of course, I'm like I was talking about, I'm trying to like cut down on use of social media and stuff. I'm like,
am I like retarded now? Like, what the fuck?
Has my phone rotted my brain?
I have had that thought too. Yeah, I'm like, because I just can't do certain things. Like,
and then I started listening to The Stand.
Yeah.
And I was fucking hooked. And there was 1 million characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in that book.
And I remembered all of them.
Yep.
And I remembered all of them. I remembered all the situations. I could still even pull a name. Like I pulled out the name of the lady. That would have been impossible in the brain. I have no, outside of Kaladin, I cannot tell you another name from Way of Kings. And I just realized, no, it's just the stand was like, there's nothing really that wrong with me. At some point, I hear a bunch of made up names and I turn it off.
Yeah.
But also, there's something to be said about the author's ability to pull you in to a story. So I saw this with Mistborn and I saw this with Way of Kings. Slow beginning, and then it ramps up. So Brandon Sanderson can really nail an ending down. But, I mean, to nail a beginning down, those Stephen King books have always been, like, mesmerizing. So I was the stand was important for me to remember that I liked books. So
yeah, I read it earlier this year. I finished it. I started it last Halloween, like October, but I finished it in like March. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't really like the weird sex scene with the kids, but you know, not a big fan.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. I'm like, what? I don't know if that's gonna be the weirdest episode of Who Hurt You, Stephen King. Like, oh boy, which one were you in this?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Should probably cut like the last 40 minutes of this, honestly. But
yeah, probably. You know,
it probably won't.
But people, you know, they need to hang out with us. By the way, if you want to hang out with us, talk to us on Discord. We're playing Conan Exiles, Isle of Siptah, like once a week.
Yeah, PC this time.
PC
with nobody.
So if you want to join our server, just let us know. And you can start building away and losing all your shit over and over again.
You can lose your relationships. You can lose all your shit in the game and in the real world. It's like a sweet parallel.
It's true. Well, it is almost 3:00, so let's end this radical dream of ours.
Yeah. So until next time, guys, enjoy the